Mhm.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Turner Sports.
Ollie, I dropped it. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, wherever you may be in this proud land we call America. Welcome to Atlanta Braves baseball. Welcome to Atlanta Braves baseball, ladies and gentlemen. It is MLB Road to the MLB The Show. And we are here, ladies and gentlemen. And I tell you, we have by far one of the absolute best. Got somebody's come in watching. Thank you very much for watching. Uh, mm, I can't believe we have that many people. We have uh, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Now, I did say the other day on here we were gonna do the first game of the Columbus Cleanstones game. However, we're not going to do the first away game they have. I'm not going to stream it. Just going to play it, okay? The first game that we're going to stream for the Columbus Clingstones will be their first home game when they played Pensacola in that 6-game series they played with them. So the last time we were here, the Braves picked up a big 10-0 shutout over the Marlins. Spencer Schwellenbach will be pitching game 2 of this series, as the Braves will be wearing their City Connects out here. This Let me do something right quick. I wanted to do something. I meant a trade. I wanted to make a trade. I'm gonna bring Jesse Chavez for Anderson Pilar. And Jesse Chavez is now back with the Atlanta Braves organization once again. The Braves coming out. You see the logo here. It's City Connect Day for Atlanta. Braves are 7-1. unlike the Braves in real life, who are sitting at 0-4 right now, but the Braves are 7-1. It's game 9 of the season. 139 ERA. City Connects is what we have out tonight. And it's a clear sky evening. Spencer Schwellenbach on the hill for the Braves in this one. And your starters are Max Meyer and Spencer Schwellenbach. Let's get it down to business, as they say, shall we?
About 13 miles from downtown Atlanta, welcome to Truist Park. The Show has an NL East matchup. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the Atlanta Braves.
Let's look at the storylines for this one. Talk about Marcell
see if his heroics last time out carry over. He was absolutely dialed in at the plate, Singy.
Dialed in is right, partner. Everything seemed to be going his way.
Last
Looking
game for
forward to
Ozuna
seeing
was
if
3
that
for 4,
same
2
timing and
homers,
energy
6
carries over in
RBIs,
this one.
and 2 of those homers that he had a 2-run double and 2 2-run homers. So that's how where the 6 RBIs come in at.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. Starting on the mound in this one, Spencer Schwellenbach. What do we need to know here?
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year, a sub-350 ERA, and guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub-2s, they're dominating, but when you can have that kind of consistency, you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, good season last year.
A 5-pitch pitcher. He's a 4-seamer, slider, cutter, curveball, and splitter.
But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that is foul. Here comes the 0-1. Ball one there.
With a backstop count, even 1-1. In there, 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Otto Lopez.
Gets a piece there. We'll
Fouled
do it
him
again.
off. Still 1-2. 1-2 pitch.
Fouls it
Fouled
off.
him off.
Still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes.
Still
but that's not what that pitch was.
Oh,
have a sight. No, ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I thought it was a strike. I thought he struck him out. 2-2.
Gets a piece.
Fouled him off.
And stays alive.
Struck him out 1 down.
He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
Griffin Conine now at the plate.
Here's Griffin Conine, the batter.
And that's in
Strike
there
one.
at the knees.
No ball.
Schwellenbach, 6'1" righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a cutter, a curve, and occasionally works in a splitter. 1 out, base is empty. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Still 0-2 to count on Griffin Conine here.
This one popped up right side.
Always over.
Sizing this one up. That's out number 2.
You got it. 2 down.
And time now for the Marlins lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got
I think I messed up the sequence there, didn't I? No, okay.
a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Fouled him off. No balls, 2 strikes to count. Looking at a potential 1-2-3 inning is Schwellenbach here, though, with the 0-2 pitch. Got it to the curveball right, and there's the inning over.
And the Marlins down.
So 1-2-3 go the Marlins.
And now the Braves will get their
Here
first
come the
crack at it.
red hot Braves. We'll be right
You're
back.
watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. Today's starting pitcher, Max Meyer. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, Boog, expect to see the ball in play with this guy on the mound. He's not exactly a big strikeout guy, so that means the defense will need to stay sharp.
Ronald Acuna Jr., 314 average, 2 homers, 2 RBIs. And here's a slider, 4-seamer, circle change, and sinker from Max Meyer here.
Just missed.
High, 1 ball, no strikes to count. Last 6 games for Acuna, 8 for 25 with a 320 average. Coming off of that torn ACL that hurt him last season and hurt one of the Braves' big bats last season also.
Foul.
Foul ball. No balls. 1 ball, 1 strike to count.
And the right-hander deals to third.
Chopper to
Norby.
third. Norby.
Zips it to
first.
They get
down.
the out on Acuna. Here's Brian Snitker's lineup for the
Brian
Braves.
Snitker's lineup.
It features a great veteran presence, Marcell Ozuna.
Well, they managed to hit over 300 last season, and I know batting average isn't as valued as it used to be. It's all about on-base percentage or OPS, on-base and slugging. But 300's a big deal, man, especially with the nasty stuff that these guys have and the velocity they throw as well.
Michael Harris
outside,
in
1
the box
ball, no
with
strikes.
1 away as he takes ball 1. Swing at a high fly.
We got
ball
this
to
game and 1 more game today to
Myers
stream,
pulls it
which will be
down
the 3rd and
makes
final
the
game of this
catch.
series. Then
Out
tomorrow we have
number
EA
2.
Sports PGA Tour Road to the Masters.
2 down, bases
The
empty.
AT&T
Here's
Pebble
Marcell
Beach
Ozuna.
Pro-Am is tomorrow on EA Sports PGA Tour Road to the Masters.
Swing
Wednesday,
and a
be back
miss.
right here again with the Braves in
no
their
fair right there.
final
I mean, that
series
slide
on this
moved to
home
the
on this
very
6-game
last
homestand
moment.
as they're
Incredibly
taking on
difficult to pick that up.
the
Just gonna have to
Philadelphia
take your count on that
Phillies.
pitch.
1-1 the count. To Ozuna. That
one
ball
lined
is into left
and
field, a
that's
base hit. And the red hot
So he
streak
gets on
continues
base
for
and
Marcell
keeps it going.
Ozuna. As you saw yesterday, he was 3
Looked
for
around that
4
pitch on the outside,
the
but he was
last
still
game.
able to square it up
2
pretty
homers,
nicely, and
6
that takes quick,
RBIs, 2
strong
2-run
wrist to pull
homers, and a
that off.
2-run double he had.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit.
Here's Matt Olson.
Homered
He's
last
leading.
night. Added another hit as well.
He homered in the game yesterday, which was
That's in
we
there.
played it
Strike
Saturday
1.
though. It was or we played that game Saturday. It was a Friday night game. This is the Saturday game right here. So on the schedule wise, it's the Saturday game, but we played the Friday game Saturday. If you get what I'm saying, but he hit a home
2
run,
outs.
his 7th of the season, and he takes high 1 ball, 1 strike.
And he grounds 1 to the
Chopper
right
to
side.
second.
Tosses to first.
Over the first
And
inning
Olson
over,
is
but
set
then the
down.
Braves come down
3rd
without
out, that
a
ends
run in the
frame.
first inning.
1 left for Atlanta. We played an inning.
No runs on a
score.
hit and a man left. We got Norby, Bride, and Sanchez. 4, 5, 6 due up.
Top of the 2nd. Now the 3rd baseman, Connor Norby.
Here's Connor Norby.
Yeah,
Strike 1
swing
with
and a
that
miss.
curveball. No balls, 1 strike. Sale struck out 10 in his complete game shutout yesterday. In the
foul
first
off
game
to
of
the
this
right
series,
out of play.
foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball.
No ball.
Try to go again with the
strikes.
fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fouled off that slider.
He needs to throw that breaking ball with just a little more conviction to get the swing and miss.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Going gone. He'll circle the bases. His second of the year.
That's home run
grab
number
the
2
lead. It's
for
1-0.
That's a
Connor
fun way to
Norby.
take the lead. Just hit one out of the park.
That's home run number 2 for Norby, and it's 1-0 Marlins.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in a spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Next to hit, Jonah Bride. And a foul ball.
Fouled him off. No balls, 1 strike here. So Schwellenbach got that and popped on him.
That's off
There's
the
a
inside
splitter.
corner.
Inside, 1 ball,
strike.
1
Ed
strike.
Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that
2
you're
and 1
likely to
count.
notice back
Well,
there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans,
balls,
they're
2
all going to
strikes.
appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
Hammers that one deep left field.
And that ball is
and
hammered
forget
high
it.
and deep, and it's out of here. In the Hank Aaron Terrace.
A solo shot. His first homer of the year. It's 2-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
That home run was a no-doubter. As we dive into the numbers with StatCast.
That's 2 runs for Schwellenbach. He's give up this inning. That's not good.
Crushed, Boog. Just absolutely crushed. 112 miles per hour on the exit velo, and like you
Strike
said,
1,
no
no balls,
doubt
1 strike.
about that one. Plenty of launch angle to give it that backspin as well, and that carried way over the wall.
And that drops
Strike
in for
2
a
with that
strike.
high
Well, he
slider.
had a pretty good
No
look at
balls,
that
2 strikes.
pitch, and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best
Fouled him
pitch
off.
he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Still no balls, 2 strikes to count.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
That's crazy. A base hit.
Man at first, nobody out. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Agustin Ramirez.
Agustin
And that one
Ramirez,
fouled
and he
off.
fouls it off. No balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right.
Boy, they are
Sanchez
getting some
gets
good
his lead at
pop on that
first with nobody
curveball,
out.
Lincoln. No balls, 2 strikes to count on Schwellenbach.
And that one is
Fly
lifted
ball,
in the
left
air.
field, Profar.
Under it.
Back under it.
And out
Got it.
number
1 down.
on the grab.
So 1 down.
Dane Myers.
Here is Dane Myers at the plate.
The next up for the Marlins. That's hard hit on the line. Makes
Profar got it. 2 down.
2 down. And at the plate for Miami, Nick Fortes. It's softly on the ground to third.
Riley got it.
Throws
Olsen
to
at first,
in
inning
time,
open.
and that'll do it. But 2 round trippers in
So
this
2
inning.
runs
The
on
long
3
ball
hits,
was working.
no errors, and
it's
1
2
man
zip.
left.
You're dialed into the
2
show.
home runs is what get the Marlins on the board. It's 2-0 Miami. We're going to the bottom of the first. We'll be back.
Bottom of the
Here's
second.
Austin
Here's
Riley
the
up.
third baseman,
5, 6,
Austin
7 to go.
Riley.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
That
He
missed
takes one inside, 1 ball, no strikes.
Riley used
Count
to be
for
a
Austin
pitcher
Riley.
back in the day, Boog. In fact, fans used to give him a hard time in his rookie ball days because he started the season with a long slump. He'd get messages questioning if he should go back to pitching, but turns out he made the right choice.
1 ball, 1 strike as he took that sinker and tie in the zone here.
On the ground to third.
Chopper over to third. Norby.
Fires over
one
to
down.
First. And quickly one away in the second.
Here's
Here's the
Jurickson
switch
Profar.
hitting left fielder,
A
Jurickson
switch hitter against a lefty, against a righty pitcher. He's batting from the left side here. He's got a 273 average.
And that misses.
Inside, in there, 1 ball, no strikes to count from Jurickson Profar here. Fouled him off that slider. No balls, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike count for Profar. Excuse me.
Next offering is downstairs.
Slider, and you seen how that just slid like it spun down there. That is 2-1 to count on Profar here.
Next offering
Slider
is
again. It's 2-2 as he fouls that and off. Should have let that go. It'd been 3-1 to Profar.
Out towards
That ball is drilled off the wall right center field, and here goes Profar to second, and he's got a hit.
A little more backspin.
A 1-out double
spin
for Jurickson Profar. That's his 3rd of the season. Look at Mr. Profar go to work.
One out, runner at second. Ozzie Albies up to the plate.
Here's Ozzie Albies to the plate.
Just missed.
Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to count to Ozzie Albies here. Game 3, we'll see Ronaldo Lopez. Ball in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Slider. He went with fastball and then slider out of the zone. Albies swung it a second.
Hit hard, base hit.
In the left field, another base hit.
Stop sign goes up.
Runners
to
first and
Runners
third, 1 out here in the bottom of the second.
Really good swing right there. You got a pitch
Here
that he knew he
comes
could handle.
the rookie shortstop, Ryan McCullough, who in his last game
on the screws.
got his first major league home run in his last game, playing at shortstop. And he could bust it open right here, in there, no balls, 1 strike.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. At worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice
1 ball,
fly.
1 strike count.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
The 1-1 pitch.
Little chopper.
Slider, chopped it, foul here. 1 ball,
Tying run
2 strikes.
is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2.
Struck him out, 2
It's a
down.
strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by
That's
keeping
first-
him off base.
His first
And the defense breathes
strikeout
a
from
sigh
Max
of relief
Meyer.
because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how
Here
you do
is
it.
Sean
Keep him
Murphy
off
to the
balance,
plate.
get him out of there, and
250
deal with the
average.
next guy.
Here's Sean Murphy. Swing and a
Fouled him
tapper
off.
that
No
rolls
ball,
foul.
1 strike.
Two on, 2 outs. Bounced out to short.
High chopper to short.
Edwards.
He'll
Tosses
get there,
across to
and he's
first,
going to get him out
and
of it.
that is that.
So no runs
left
on
for
2
Atlanta.
hits,
They
no
trail it
errors,
here,
2 men
2-0.
left. Braves still trail it 2-0. Lopez, Conine, Edwards. 1, 2, 3,
And
due up.
welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the 3rd inning. Now it's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. Schwellenbach back to work. There's a strike.
Strike
And this
1,
guy's
no
got a
balls,
great
1 strike.
feel.
He gave up one of those on a home run earlier,
ball
that
today.
curveball, but it was high up in the zone, so
Foul
fouled him
ball.
off. No balls, 2 strikes to count. The 0-2 pitch.
And
Have
down on
yourself a
strikes he
seat.
goes.
One down.
That K is his third of the game.
Third
Just
strikeout for
excellent
Swellenbach.
location.
One
That
down.
inside fastball really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. It's hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice
High
pitch.
with that splitter. One ball, no
at the
strikes.
plate and takes high there.
Here's Griffin Conine.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards
Fly
right
ball
center field.
out the right center. Harris
away.
has it. 2 down. Shortstop.
2 outs, base is
Xavier
empty.
Edwards
Xavier Edwards.
is the batter. Xavier Edwards is the batter.
The next up for the Marlins. And he bunts, but that's
Dropping
a
a
foul
bunt
ball.
down here. There's
Corner infielders up on the grass expecting a bunt.
well, he bunted it last time. He might do it again. So what's the difference? What's the deal about it?
Next one misses.
Ball
and
one
it's a
with that
1
slider.
and 1.
1 ball, 1 strike to count.
In the air, left field.
In the left
And that'll
field,
fall
and
for
that's
a
going to
base
fall
hit.
for a base hit.
And that keeps
Profar
the
can't
inning
get there, and it's
alive.
going to
A
be
late
2
jump,
on.
and I think
1
that
down.
was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
And first
Chopper
offering
foul.
is fouled
No
off.
balls, 1 strike. Connor Norby hit a home run his last time up.
And a strike in
2,
there.
hit the zone. No balls, 2 strikes.
Edwards, the runner at first with 2 gone.
2 outs. He got
Missed,
Connor
struck
Norby
him
that time,
out.
struck him
He's
out.
notched 4 strikeouts
Strikeouts
now.
for
One left
Schwellenbach.
for Miami.
No
But they hold
runs
the
on
2-0
1
lead.
hit and a man left. It's going to the bottom of 3rd. It's 2-0 Marlins.
Back at Truist Park as we
Here's
go
Acuna, grounded
to the
out his
last
first
of the
time up.
3rd. And now the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
I feel like Atlanta's going to really be back when they actually open up at home, and Acuna finally gets to come back to the
only
lineup. Him
adjustment
and
he needs
Strider,
to
they're going to
make
open
is
up a
his
little bit
target.
more.
If you aim at the
And I
outside
feel
corner, that
like
slider's gonna
with
end
Jesse
up way off
Chavez
the plate.
now
Perhaps look a
in
little
Hector
more down the
Neris's
middle,
place, the
and get it
bullpen's
right
really
where
going to
you
get
want.
bolstered up a
Grounds
little
one to
bit.
short.
Acuna over short.
Edwards.
Edwards.
One
First
gone,
one down.
Bottom of the 3rd inning. Now the number 2
Michael
hitter.
Harris.
Michael Harris.
Speaking
the
of Atlanta Braves
Fly to
news,
left his first time.
Anderson Pilar, who pitched in the game against the Dodgers, he
Foul
was
ball
traded
there.
to the Texas Rangers for, check this out, ladies and gentlemen, Jesse Chavez is back with the Atlanta Braves.
On the ground, right side.
Over
Lopez.
to second, Lopez, the
Over to
first 2
first.
down.
And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
Here's Marcell Ozuna.
2
He
down,
singled his
bases
first
empty.
time up.
Next is the designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one is absolutely
That
belted.
ball is belted high and deep to left field.
Outta
This
here.
ball is gone. Home run, Marcell Ozuna.
Home run number 5 on
Home
the season.
run number
It's
5.
2-1.
That's his third
straight game
of
the
the
homer
series, and his
This dude is
third
on
straight
fire,
game of the
Boog.
series,
These
his
kinds of
third
streaks
straight
just
home
don't come
run.
around too often.
3 straight games with a home run, and that is his 3rd of this series, ladies and gentlemen. It's 2-1 Atlanta. What a play from Marcell, the Big Bear.
When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power.
Here's Matt
You'll
Olson
get to
up.
jog around the
He's
bases
0 for
like
1.
he did right there.
Here is Matt Olson.
Ball, 1 ball,
A
no
little bit
strikes
low.
to count to Matt Olson.
Into center. Myers coming on. Got it. Really
Got it,
had to
inning
move
over,
for
but the
that
Braves
catch.
do get one off
And
of
that
Ozuna's
is
home.
that.
So 1 run
ball
on
draws
1
the
hit.
Braves closer. And
One
it's now
run
a 2-1 ball game.
on 1
Back
hit.
after this on the show.
No errors and nobody left. The Braves got a little closer. After 3, it's 2-1 Marlins. We'll be back.
And we're back. And here's the first baseman, Jonah Bride.
Here's Jonah Bride. He hit a homer behind Norby his first time up.
And he takes
Strike
a strike.
one. No balls, one
He's
strike to that
29 years
slider.
old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season.
Fouled him off. No balls, 2 strikes to count here.
That one close, rule
That's
the ball.
close. One
Now
ball,
1 and 2.
1 ball, no strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count now. So 1-2. Struck him out, 1 down.
5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, nice job right there. He struck him
Got
out
the
twice.
backdoor
The pitch
cutter there. He
before
looked at
looked
that
like
and he
was
just
strike
could
three.
not
Doesn't
see
get
it.
the
I
call,
don't guess he
bears
could see it or
down,
couldn't
throws
in time
another
at
quality
1.
pitch for the strikeout.
Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins.
Here's Jesus Sanchez to the plate now.
A single his first time.
He singled in his first appearance.
And ball 1 to the
Ball
right
1.
fielder.
1 ball on those strikes. He struck out yesterday. He was 0 for 1.
Close, but called a ball. And
2
now
balls,
2-0.
no strikes.
Good
2-0
slider
to count.
down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Just
3-0
missed.
to
A
count.
rare
for
3-ball
Swellenbach
count
here.
here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And that's ball 4.
Ball 4,
Tried
he
another
walked him.
splitter, but missed the spot. So a man at first. Here's the catcher, Agustin Ramirez.
Agustin Ramirez
Oh,
takes
he's
the
looking
strike.
great so
No
far.
ball,
It
1
helps
strike.
when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Swings and
Strike 2.
misses. And the count is 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes to count to Ramirez here.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by
Fouled
throwing
him
the
off.
curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Man at first, 1 away.
Struck him out with a curveball, 2 down.
Been a pretty rough start to this series.
That's
for him
6
at the plate.
strikeouts
3
for
strikeouts in the
Mr.
first game
Swellenbach
yesterday.
here.
Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Dane Myers will hit next. He's 0 for
Here's
1.
Dane Myers. Fouled him
And
off.
that's
No
fouled
balls,
off.
1 strike.
Sanchez off of first with 2 away. Next offering is
Strike
in
2.
for a strike.
So it's 0-2 with 2 out here. What are we going to do next? As they say.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Fights it off,
Foul
he'll
that
see
off.
another. 2 outs. Keeps the at-bat
Fouled him
going
off
with a foul
again.
ball. Battling here as he fouls it away.
So he fouled it off again. It's Myers.
Pitch misses, and a count
1
1-2.
ball, 2
Well,
strikes. to
clearly
count.
not too happy with the call there. Thought he caught the top of the zone, and you could pretty much read his lips saying, that's not up.
That just misses.
2
Now
balls,
2
2
and
strikes here to count.
2.
Sometimes you got to fight to get back into an at-bat. Take some tough pitches, even out the count.
Swung on, looped into center, and it falls. And now 2 aboard.
2 aboard here. With 2 outs.
And now for the Marlins, Nick Fortes. That's in
Strike
there,
1.
and it's 0-1.
No balls, 1 strike.
That one fouled off.
Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to count now. So
On the ground to the left.
Riley has it.
Throw on
First
to Olsen.
inning over.
Out number 3. Marlins strand a pair. They lead it 2-1.
So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men left. 5, 6,
Back here at the
7 due up.
ballpark, let's check out the
for
latest news from around the league.
Braves. Brian Wu fires 7 innings of one-hit ball in a win against the Giants. Rangers win 8 straight. Mike Vassell, number 8 in the goes 2 2/3 run, 3 strikeouts in debut versus Rangers. That ain't bad. Here's Austin Riley to the bat plate now. He's 0 for 1.
That one finds
Strike.
the zone.
No balls,
Strike
1 strike.
one.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a
Fly
ball
ball.
lifted in the air. Sanchez gets under it.
One
And
down.
a quick out, number 1. Jurickson Profar next up for the Braves.
He had a double his last time up.
Cut on and lifted in the air. That
Base
one
hit.
gets down for a
That's
hit.
his second hit
So
of
a
the
man
game.
aboard now with 1 away.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just
Here's
a
Ozzie
triple and
Albies
home
to the
run
plate.
away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Inside.
Ball 1.
And
Ball,
it's
no
1-0.
strikes. It's inside here. That slider. 1 ball, no strikes to count to Albies.
And that one fouled off.
And that ball is foul down the line here. 1 ball, 1 strike count. A slider here. And he fouled off the fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Albies.
In the air on the
Popped it
infield.
up.
Right.
Bride. Got it.
And there's
2
2
down.
away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it.
Here's
Just got
Ryan
underneath
McCullough
it a
for the
little bit and
series.
popped it
He's
up.
7 for 19.
Now
He's
it's
0
the
for 1
shortstop.
today for
0
strikeout.
for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
That's right.
First pitch
Low,
misses.
1 ball, no strikes. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike as he went. Fastball and then sinker here.
Now a bullet
Right
to
at the
second
second
base, but
baseman,
he's
and
got
Lopez
it to end
has
the
it, inning over.
No runs, 1 hit, no
No
errors,
runs,
and
1
a man
hit,
left.
no errors,
On
and
to
a
the
man
top
left.
of the 5th we go.
It's top of the 5th. It's 2-1 Marlins. We'll be back.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And the first offering a fastball
Strike
for a
1. No
strike.
ball, 1 strike.
That one found hard the other way.
Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the count.
In the air, left side. Profar has a beat on it.
Traces it.
And there's
Got it.
1 down.
1 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
And the batter down.
We're going to get Hurston Waldrop up in the bullpen.
Griffin Conine. First pitch just misses.
Two and 1-1 to count now.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Right through there for a strike.
Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to count now.
Line drive, come on.
Caught.
That swing right
2
there
down.
tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And first offering is fouled off.
Fouled him off. No balls, 2 strikes for Swollenbach here. So he's got a chance here. Get a 1-2-3 inning here.
Foul ball
Fouled him
left
off.
side. He'll see another. The 0-2. In the air, left field, down the line, and that drops foul. There's a splitter in the dirt. Swing and a miss. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down that time. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Marlins 2 and the Braves 1. Back here in Atlanta, and here's the catcher, Sean Murphy.
Sean Murphy up to the plate.
Right side, hard hit.
In there, base hit.
In
Auto.
plenty of time
Lopez,
to
the first one
and the
down.
leadoff man set down, and they're
Here's
half the
Acuna
5th.
up.
Here's Acuna now.
0 for 2 with
Not
2
your
ground out.
typical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. Slowly on the ground to short.
Slow chopper to short.
Tosses to first.
First, 2
and
down.
Acuna retired. Michael Harris the
Here's
second.
Harris.
Next up for the Braves.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
In the air, left field. And
Base
that'll get
hit
down for a hit.
for Harris.
And
Base
that keeps
hit
the
for
inning
Harris.
going. Marcell Ozuna next up for the Braves. He's already homered here in this one. Runner on the go. Cut on and miss. Throw to second.
Harris is out.
At second. That ends the inning.
Well, trying to get into scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 6th, John.
Here he is.
Giambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Connor Norby.
Norby.
That
Strike
catches
one.
the top part of the
No
zone.
ball, 1 strike.
0-1.
You know, these Marlins, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've already seen 8
Ball,
line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball,
1 ball,
is
1
jumping
strike
off
count.
your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
Next offering
Strike
is
2.
in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Right
Struck
through
him
there.
out, 1 down.
That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
Boom, he was shopping at the
Strikeout
bumper
number
right
8
there, the way
for
that
him
slider
here.
made
Here's
it look.
Jonah
That was
Bride,
just
the batter.
nasty.
2nd
And
inning.
up next
Here's what
for
he does.
Miami, Jonah Bride. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
And there's a strike.
Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike.
And there's a ball.
I got 1
1
ball,
ball,
1 strike.
1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Let's see. I got it. Let's see what we do with it.
Breaking ball
Strike
through
2
there
with
for a
that
strike.
splitter. No, 1 ball, 2 strikes count.
That's to third.
Riley. First,
Riley
2 down.
fires to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. Now it's the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
Here comes
Manager out
Hurston
of the
Waldrop.
dugout, and
And
he's
here
going to
comes
make a change.
Snicker out. Brian Snicker out. He's going to call for the righty. And here comes Hurston Waldrop as Spencer Schwellenbach will leave the game here with 2 outs. And a 2-1 lead. 8 strikeouts for Schwellenbach.
Now pitching.
Hurston Waldrop gets the call from the pen.
Just trying to keep this
Hurston
one close here,
Waldrop.
and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
There's your strike.
Strike
In the
one.
on-deck
No
circle,
balls,
you
1 strike.
really want to
Ball 1
use
for the
that
count.
opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball.
Ball
Last thing you
1,
want to do
1
is
ball,
miss
1
a
strike.
good hittable fastball early in the count.
Strike 2 is that slider.
2
Hit the
down, nobody
corner.
on.
1
And
ball.
we're in the top
2
half of the
strikes.
6th.
2 out.
That misses the zone,
Ball
and
2.
the count's even at 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count.
Popped up.
Popped it up. Albies has it.
Albies
And the inning is over.
makes the catch, inning over. Miami down in order.
So
They
nothing
still lead
doing
at
here.
2-1.
Miami leads 2-1, going bottom of the 6th. 3, 4, 5 due up the Braves.
Back at Truist Park. Well, we go bottom 6.
Homer,
And
single,
now
and
the
RBI
DH,
for
Marcell Ozuna.
Ozuna here.
Meyer back to work. Up
Up the middle.
Lopez.
The first
Ozuna
one down.
is out. Here's
Matt
Matt
Olson.
0 for 2 in this one. Olsen
And that ball is
drives
belted
it.
high and deep to right
Sanchez
field.
going back on it, pulls it in
And he
on the
got it,
warning
2
track.
down.
Here is Austin Riley.
Here's Austin Riley to the plate here. And I thought he had that when he hit that. And that's a perfect hit. Perfect swing on it.
Softly hit to
Down
third.
the third base line.
Throws across
And
the
he's inning
diamond.
over for the Braves.
And talk about efficient. 3 outs on 3 pitches. And the inning.
3 pitches, 3 outs for the
New inning
Braves. They're
getting
swinging
started.
at 2
Now
quick.
it's
Here's
the Marlins
Agustin
catcher,
Ramirez.
Agustin Ramirez. Waldrop, a 6'2 righty, 23 years old. He's playing today in his
Strike
home
one.
state of Georgia.
0-1.
Fouled
the
him off.
other way,
1 ball,
foul.
no balls, 2 strikes.
0-2 now. Slow roller to third,
That ball's
and that's foul. Liner, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Mm-hmm.
And at the plate for Miami, Dane Myers.
So Dane Myers up. Dane Myers, excuse me.
In for a
Strike
strike. 0-1. Runner at first with no outs here. And there's a breaking ball
Strike
that
2.
drops in there.
Well, we call that keyhole.
No balls,
Even
2
though it's
strikes.
right there and looks pretty good,
Fouled
if he
him
doesn't
off.
love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swing
Struck
and a
him
miss,
out.
struck
1
him
down.
out.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for mistakes somewhere near the
Nick
zone that you can get the bat
Fortes.
to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Foul ball,
Yeah,
no balls,
foul
1
ball.
strike. Forte.
Ramirez leads off first with 1 away.
Fouled him off, no balls, 2 strikes.
That's towards
Fly
center.
ball towards center field.
has a
Harris
beat on it.
got
And
it.
there's
2
2
down.
down. Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 3 in this one. Right through there for a
Strike
strike.
1,
There
no
it
balls,
was.
1 strike.
Oh, here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Outside
1
low.
ball, 1
And now
strike.
it's even 1-1.
1-1.
And that drops
1
in
ball,
for
2
a strike.
strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1-2.
Ground
Riley
ball,
got
Austin
it.
Riley.
The first
Throw on to Olsen.
inning over.
And that's the 3rd out. They get a leadoff single, but
No
leave him
runs
stranded.
on 1 hit
Midway
and a
in
man
inning number
left.
7,
It's
and
2-1
it's time to stretch.
Marlins.
It's the Marlins
7,
2 and the Braves
6,
1.
7, 8 up.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th.
Calvin
Fauché.
Well, the
Fauché.
best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the
Jurickson
tight
Profar,
lead
2 for
late
2,
in
a
the ball
double and a
game.
single and
Some
2
of them
trips.
are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Profar.
Outside,
The next
1
to
ball,
hit
no
takes low
strikes.
for a ball. Movement
Andrew
in the
Nardi
bullpen.
is up.
Andrew Nardi, the left-hander, up and throwing. Line drive, that's a base hit.
And left field base hit for
And that
Profar.
puts the tying run on base.
Here comes Ozzy Albies up to the plate.
Now in for the Braves, Ozzy Albies.
The next game we will have in the Braves lineup, we will have
And he lays one down the left
down
side.
the third base
Norton.
line here.
Off balance feet, there's one. And that's all
No.
they'll get.
We're going to have
Tough play right
Jesse
there.
Chavez,
Really
the
have
Braves
enough time to
lineup,
set his
they made a
feet and
trade
make a
today
strong,
with the
accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he
Rangers
got
for
it off
Anderson
and he got it there
Pilar on
in
here,
time to
so
get
he'll
that
be
out
in the
at
next
second
game,
base.
pitching in the bullpen. 0 for 2.
And that one is lifted in the air. Sanchez squeezes it, and there's
2 out.
away. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead.
Here is
Sean Murphy digs in now. He's grounded out a couple of times. First pitch, and he
1 ball,
just
no
misses.
strikes to count for
Right
Murphy.
now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
That's right.
Down the line, it's a base hit.
That ball is in the left field, base hit. 2 on, 2 out.
They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2
Here
on
comes
with 2
Acuna,
outs.
and he could do some serious damage here.
Through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Lopez.
Over to Lopez.
Tosses
Inning
first.
over.
Inning
No runs
over.
on 2 hits
That's
and 2
a
left.
Crucial missed opportunity.
The
2
Braves
left
still
on.
down 2-1.
8th inning coming up. It's the Marlins 2, Braves 1. And we're back. We're at the top of the 8th. And now here's the Marlins DH, Griffin Conine. Just missed.
Fouled him off. 1-1 to count.
And a swing and a miss.
Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouled him off.
And they'll do it again. Got him.
Struck him out. Strike.
Well, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins. 1 for 3. And he lays down a bunt. Bare hand grab, gathers and throws. Nicely done for the out.
Smooth play on the bare hand there at third. That was nice.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Connor Norby.
Here's Norby.
Pitch misses there. And
Ball. 1 ball, no strike count here.
that is ball 1. Just off the inside edge. 2 out, space is empty. And a swing and a miss there.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss.
Strike 2.
As he was out front that time.
Have on yourself a seat.
Struck him out. Nothing doing for the Marlins.
And
as
struck
they're
him out.
unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Andrew Nardi.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves.
Here's Michael Harris.
Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And foul. No balls, 1 strike to Harris. That was a fastball, high fastball again.
That's
outside. 1 ball, 1
count
strike.
even 1-1. Bounce to the right.
And he fouled it off.
And a foul ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Hard hit, right side. And that's 1 away. as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. And next for Atlanta, Marcell Ozuna. He's already homered in this game. And that one lifted in the air center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. Here's Matt Olson.
Here's Olson. He's 0 for 3.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Lopez.
Over to Lopez.
The
First 2 down, inning over. I thought that
here in Atlanta.
I thought that was
All set to start the 9th in this one. And now for the Marlins.
I sure thought he got that a base hit out of that. Here's Brad.
Right through there for his strike.
Waldrop back in. No balls, 1 strike from Waldrop here.
Next
Strike
offer
2.
in there for a strike.
No balls,
2
2 strikes.
On the ground to third. Now
Riley tosses 1 down.
And here is Jesus Sanchez.
Here's Sanchez up.
Yeah, that's it
Strike
for a
1.
strike.
No balls,
It's
1 strike.
0-1.
1-1 to count. Fouled him
Swinging a
off.
foul straight back.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
And up next for Miami, Agustin Ramirez. That's in there. That's strike 1. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. To short, could be 2. Quickly to second for 1. On to Olson.
6-4-3. Turn that double play, and the inning is over. So no runs, 1 hit.
5, 6, and 7.
Nobody left.
In the bottom of the 9th. It's the Marlins 2 and the
Braves
Braves
got
1.
one shot left to walk this thing off. Can they walk it off? We'll find out when we come back.
Back now, and on the mound,
Anthony
the closer, Anthony Bender. He comes in with a chance for his 2nd save of the season. Well,
he's facing Austin Riley, who's 1 for 7 in this series.
That clips the zone.
Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. That's a sweeper, sinker, sweeper, circle change, and 4-seam fastball he's got. Real good.
Broken bat, and
Broke his bat, popped it up, 1 down.
And there's 1 down.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Jurickson Profar.
Here's Profar.
Next up for the
He's
Braves.
3 for 3 today.
3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. Profar gets a piece.
And he fouls
there.
that and off. No balls, 1 strike. Come on, Jurickson.
1 down, base is empty. And that is out of play.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a high fly ball.
That ball is high. Fly ball, center field.
Makes the
Up
catch
at the track.
against the wall.
The wall, he got it.
The
2
Braves
down.
down to their last out.
Here's Albies
and
up.
now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Here's Albies up to the plate.
Hit to right, and that ought to do it.
Fly ball, right field.
And he's got
And that ball,
game.
and that will do
And
it.
the
Marlins have
even
taken
this
game
series
2
up
of
in a
this
game
series.
apiece.
Well, a
Now
tight
we'll be going for
2-1 ball
the
game.
rubber match
Classic
of the
pitching
series.
and defense
As
in this
Reynaldo
game. A lot
Lopez
of
will be
good
going in game
execution,
3 of this
and
series.
neither
From the
team
Braves,
really beat
take
themselves
the
by way of
series
mistakes.
from the
But
Marlins.
ultimately,
Your
it came
final in
down
this
to
one.
1 or 2 key plays
Marlins
to make the
2,
difference for the win.
Braves
And your final score
1.
here today, 2-1 for Chris.
Not a good finish for Atlanta in this one, as they get 2 runs on 1 run on 8 hits. And we will see you back very shortly for the third and final game of this. Gentlemen, we'll have the third and final game of this series shortly. Hope y'all enjoyed that. We'll have game 3. Valentin Belozzo versus Reynaldo Lopez. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Bye-bye.